Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. And kicking off today with the rumours circulating about Alexandre Lacazette. The rumours are coming from the Mirror newspaper this morning, and they claim that Arsene Wenger is planning to meet with the representatives of Alexandre Lacazette this week to try and thrash out a deal to bring him to the club. We know that already West Ham have made a couple of bids for Lacazette. One for, I think, 31 million. They went up again to 35, then up to 42 million pounds, apparently. All of those bids have been rejected by Lyon. We're told that Lyon are seeking to get up to about 45 million pounds for Lacazette. And that is a lot of money. But me personally, I like what I see about Lacazette. His goal scoring record is very impressive. And for me, 45 million for Lacazette, it is overpriced. But every top striker is going to be at a premium this transfer window because basically there's just not loads of them around. So if you've got one that has got a great goal scoring record, charge the top dollar because there's so many clubs after them. And when we look at Lacazette, just looking at his goal scoring record, it's pretty impressive when you look at it over the last couple of seasons. In 2013-14, he scored 18 goals. 2014-15, which was the real breakout season for him, he scored 29 goals. And even last season, where it was considered to be fairly disappointing for him, he didn't have Fekir behind him, who's like the guy who's creates a lot of assists for him. He was injured for a lot of the season. He still managed to notch up 23 goals, which is very impressive by Lacazette, and hence why the sort of price that we're being told for him, that is why that price is being suggested. Of course, Lyon at the moment are under no real massive pressure, financial pressure to sell Lacazette because they've just made a killing off of Samuel Umtiti, who they've sold to Barcelona. Reportedly made about £22 million on that deal. So they're not under massive financial pressure. They know that Lacazette is their, real star player. I was over in Lyon last week and you saw the interview. I was chatting to the lady who used to work there and even chatting to some people around Lyon. They all love Lacazette. They all want to keep him. So the president of the club will be aware of that as well. But it looks inevitably that he will go. It's going to be where and for how much. And is he worth that sort of money? That's what I'd like to ask you guys. Is Alexandre Lacazette worth 45 million pounds? That is the sort of money we might have to pay for him. Remember, he didn't even make the French squad. Giroud made it, but he didn't make the French squad. Does that say anything about him, or is that just one of those things that they've got so many talented players up front that they can afford to leave him out? And when you look at the valuation of Lacazette, you've got to also consider, for instance, right now, how much money, for instance, that Manchester United paid for Anthony Martial, who came over from Monaco, same way placed in France, without a proven goal-scoring record. He's done very well, don't get me wrong, since he's gone to Manchester United, Anthony Martial. But Martial cost around about the same sort of money as what's been spoken about for Lacazette. So does that mean that Lacazette will be worth that sort of money? And also don't forget that he's been chased by a lot of clubs. As I said, we know that West Ham are chasing him. Atletico Madrid, apparently another club that are very interested in him. I think Arsenal, if they really went all out on this one, they'd have a great chance of signing him. Because it must be bugging Lacazette, the fact that he didn't get into the French squad. Now, if he was playing at Arsenal and not Lyon, with Arsene Wenger managing him and he'd have scored 23 goals or even 20 goals in the Premier League, I think he would have been in that team. I mean, look at Anthony Martial, less goals than that last season and still made it into the squad. I think Lacazette looking at it and thinking to himself, 2 years' time, the World Cup, I want to be in that squad. Maybe a move to Arsenal would be a great thing for me, put my profile onto another level. So let's see what happens with that one. Let's see if this is all true and that Wenger does meet with with Lacazette's representatives. Another player on Arsenal fans' wish list, of course, is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and his dad's come out and spoken about his son. He said he told the Spanish publication AS that there's a lot of interest in his son. He said that he even said that Atletico Madrid are interested in signing his son, and he said there's interest in my son from lots of other clubs around Europe, but at the moment he's still contracted to Dortmund for another 4 years. So he seems to be suggesting there that he will stay at Borussia Dortmund unless probably a mental bid comes in for Aubameyang. But at the moment, Aubameyang staying put. Alvaro Morata, as we know, this week Real Madrid activated that buyback clause, so he's going back to Real Madrid. He's re-signed, or will be re-signing. And as his agent said, and these were his quotes, he said, as things stand, he is a Madrid player from July the 1st. Whether he will stay or not, you'll have to ask Real Madrid. So again, Alvaro Morata's future undecided at these Euros. It will hot up if Spain don't make it past Italy. But Morata, will they keep him at Madrid? I mean, I kind of called this before the tournament started. I said, if he had a great tournament, don't be surprised if Madrid hang on to him, because Madrid is a very impulsive club that they do things very much with the fans in mind. And if the fans are like, oh, we've got back, you know, our son from Madrid who has done so brilliantly for Spain, leading the attack, let's keep him, then they'll keep him. And if they do sell him, I think the price now has gone up. I think, you know, he probably could be upwards of 60 million. And if he's 60 million or 55, 60 million, and Lukaku's 55, 60 million, and you look at the goal scoring record of Lacazette and he's 45 million, is Lacazette then looking like a worthwhile buy? That's what, as I said, that's the questions that I want you guys to consider. Let's talk about a couple of our players. Commiserations to Granit Xhaka. He missed that penalty yesterday. I really felt sorry for Switzerland. They really deserved to go through. Granit Xhaka missing the penalty. You should have seen all the Tottenham trolls all jumping on it. Listen, Messi's missed the penalty before. Ronaldo's missed penalties. Do you think that made a difference? Granit Xhaka's been excellent in the tournament, picking up most of the man of the match awards for Switzerland. I like what I see, and I think Granit Xhaka's going to do really well at Arsenal. So we're not watching that. Hopefully he can get back to Arsenal there, get refreshed and get ready for the big task ahead. It's a great goal in that game by Shaqiri, by the way. Also, well done to Aaron Ramsey. Congratulations to Rambo. He's through to the quarterfinals with Wales. And, you know, it was a fantastic performance by Ramsey. Again, another man of the match performance in a very boring game, let's face it. But Ramsey picking up the man of the match award, and his stock has really risen so far in this tournament as well. So congratulations going out to Aaron Ramsey. And also Alexis Sanchez, big night ahead for him. Alexis, he's playing in the final of the Copa America yet again against Argentina. He's going to line up against Messi again, and really hoping that Alexis Sanchez can win the Copa America for Chile. I love Chile. I really love Chile. So let's hope that Chile can do it. But Alexis Sanchez there tonight up against Messi in the Copa America final. Right, let's get into what you guys have had to say. First of all, I ran a poll yesterday, and I said in the video, I said, would you be satisfied with the signing of Romelu Lukaku? And 90% of you guys said yes. 90%, that's massive. Said they would be satisfied if Arsenal signed Romelu Lukaku. So wow, that is big. When I did the similar sort of things with Vardy, it was like 50-50, 55% at best. So a lot of you would like Lukaku. Nanu Yawo Badu says we should sign Kevin Gamero because he's a strong striker and world-class with a clinical finish. I'm not sure about world-class, but again, another guy didn't make the French squad. Good player, you know. It's said that a few players, few clubs, looking at him. Barcelona's supposed to be interested in him. As Amcan here says, he is getting older, bro. He's 29, another 29-year-old. Seems like all the strikers are that sort of age. And Ian One Insane says, looks like Madrid will keep Morata for themselves. Why not Benzema? Oh no, not Benzema again. Says, why not Benzema? £25 million will do it. Way better than Giroud. Links up well with Ozil. What's not to like? Listen, I think Benzema would still be a good signing for Arsenal. But number one, I don't think Madrid would sell him because he's still a very popular player at Madrid. He's still very integral to their attack. And then number two, we don't know what's going to happen with all this blackmail stuff and all that's been going around as well with Benzema. Signing Benzema could bring a lot of negativity to his club because that's still a thing that's in, sort of developing. But at the moment, I haven't heard no rumours regarding Benzema leaving Real Madrid. It seems like he's staying put. Thanks for watching AFTV Transfer Daily today. Don't forget to subscribe to my brand new channel, Man Like Robbie. We've been covering the Euros. I was watching the game yesterday with the Northern Ireland fans, so make sure you check out that video, and we'll be back around about the same time tomorrow.